Welcome to Shixa channel. Here I am Indira Sanyal, once again back with my video. Today we'll do kinds of nouns. But before we start this, let us revise what we had done in the previous video. We had talked about nouns. So what are nouns? They are naming words. They name person, place, animal and things. They can be touched and seen. Now, mostly which we had practiced in the last video. For example, we had done about kitchen and birthday party. They were all common nouns. We had found out the words like children, cake, candle for birthday party, for kitchen, pussycat or dog, then salt, pepper, table, apple, fruits. Now they are called, these nouns which are common, they are called common nouns. We are starting with the kinds of nouns today. The first one which I am talking about is the common noun. Now one thing before we continue with common nouns, I want to tell you that these nouns are common and nouns also are called as a word class, means they tell us what is their function, or they can be also called as a part of speech. Now we come back to common nouns once again. They are common for any person, place or anything. It can be like girl, boy, man, woman. Then next is the collective noun. The difference between collective and the common noun. We start with the proper noun first. Now the difference between the proper noun and the common noun is that proper noun gives a special name or a particular name to the common noun which we are using. Now for example, in the common noun we say boy. Here we give a special name to that boy. For example, John. Girl, it can be Mary. So what is the difference? Proper noun is a special name, whereas common noun is common. And proper noun we begin always with capital letters. Next, let's do with the collective noun, which is a group or a collection of things or person, but they are considered as one. For example, a flock of sheep, a herd of cattle, and many more are there. Next, we go to abstract noun. Now, abstract noun, for the others, we can see, touch, but for abstract noun, we cannot see or touch. We can feel them, and they generally denote an action or state or a quality. A quality, for example, goodness, kindness, happiness. Then state is youth, boyhood, childhood. Then action like theft, laughter, movement. Next we come to material noun. Now material noun is a thing which we make out of certain substances. For example, we make a table. Now in that table we can make it out of wood or glass or any other material like plastic, fiber, like this. Then besides these nouns, there are mostly which we can count are called countable nouns. Now countable nouns we can count, like for example books, tables, chairs. They can be counted, so they are called countable nouns. Whereas uncountable nouns are those which we cannot count. Example, air, milk, water. So once again, these are different types or kinds of nouns which we are using in the daily language, everyday life. Now, how to apply them? For application, we must know how to use them in a sentence. Generally, nouns are used in the beginning of a sentence or at the end of the sentence. Now, in the beginning, we call it as a subject, and at the end, we call it as an object. So, subject and object is the function of a noun. Subject is when we begin a sentence with a noun, it is called subject, and object is when we end a sentence where the noun is at the End of the sentence. The difference is subject is before a verb, object is after a verb. For example, we say the boy plays with a ball. Now here the noun is the boy and the ball. Both are common nouns. Now the boy comes before the verb plays. So plays is a verb. Before it comes boy. So boy is the subject. The function of the noun here is as a subject. And ball comes after plays. So here the function is as an object. So therefore, this way we can construct more sentences. Right now, you can just revise these kinds of nouns, jot them in your notebook, make a grammar book or a vocabulary book where you can write as many words as possible. So your spellings will be improved, and then start applying them in different sentences. Remember, mostly the common nouns have the article the, a or an, but it's not compulsory. Whereas proper nouns, they don't have usually any articles. So when you make a sentence, remember the noun, after that comes the verb. The boy plays, here plays, so it's the verb with a ball. Even if you write the boy plays, the sentence is complete. It must make a sense. The sentence must make sense. So the boy plays is a sentence which we are continuing with a ball. Here book, boy is the subject and ball is the object. Like this, frame some more sentences which we'll practice in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for the next video and thank you for watching my